Hey guys, welcome back to the No More Trauma Virtual Yoga Studio, where we practice yoga and Pilates for trauma recovery. So go ahead and grab your water if you haven't already. And a little melody taking up the mat again. And you can come to the top of the mat and we'll get started for our warm-up. My apologies, I know I kind of cut my head off in this video, so we'll get started. So inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs, waking up the body, and gently step back, long plank pose here, lowering down to the knees, chin to chest. Okay, we're going to inhale, baby cobra. Nice little spinal wake up, and downward facing dog. Gazing at the belly, thighs turned, rotating inward. Okay, feel free to pedal out the feet if needed. Inhale and launch forward. Release tension in the neck. Inhale, sweep arms up, and exhale, hands heart center. 4 more. Inhale, we're going to sweep arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. And gently lower down, chin, chest. Inhale, baby cobra. Nice little spinal back bend. And pressing yourself up and back as the tailbone sends up. And heels don't always have to reach for the earth. And inhale, launch forward. And gently sweep arms up. And exhale, heart center. 3 more. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs, waking up the body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, gently step back, plank pose. Okay, and gently lower down. You can take full chaturanga here for an upward facing dog if you're ready. Rolling over the toes into a downward facing dog. Palms pressing the earth away, shoulders away from ears. Okay, and inhale onto the toes and launching forward. Beautiful. And send it up. Palms down. Start to go at the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice your thoughts. Inhale. And exhale, folding over the legs. Flat back. And palms to earth to send the toes back. Plank pose. Option to do the half push-up or come all the way down to the belly, whatever feels nice. And slowly make your way to downward facing dog. And if you're starting to feel just a little tired or not really wanting to do too much, you may always come down to the knees. Okay, so last one. And going to inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, step back. If you haven't taken halfway push-up, your option to take it now. And you can always come down all the way to the belly. Okay. Baby cobra. Tuck toes, pressing tailbone up and back. And taking a breath here. And finding some comfort to launch forward. Release tension. Sweep it up. Exhale. Mountain pose. Great job. All right, so today we're focusing on balance and we're using our weights. So Lots of focus and balance here today. To get started, we're just balancing on the toes, sending the arms up for 2 and 3 and 4. 10 is the magic number. Few more. And 3. Squeezing at the top. 2. Last one. Perfect. All right, so we'll start to transition into some balancing asanas here. So almost considering like a lightning pose, right? So the hips are square, sending that left sole back, and you're slightly lunging forward, thinking of a straight line from shoulders to that back toe. We're pulsing for 8, 9, 7, 6. So we're halfway there, okay? And we're gonna do another set, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and we're gonna send it back. We're gonna take that on the other side. And again, I'm keeping that heel lifted. Think of a straight line, right? Hips are square, and pulsing it out, working on the triceps. Feel free if you need to add a little slight bend in the leg. Second round. Pulsing it out. I don't know about you, but I feel it now. And slowly step back to mountain pose. Perfect. So stepping that right sole back towards the mat, we're into our goddess squat. Toes are about 45 degrees. We're going to lunge and send the weights out, really squeezing here for 8 and 7. So you're pushing and pulling, squeezing, right? So you're lowering down halfway there. Palms face up. Perfect. Take a breath. Notice where you felt those sensations as you lowered down in your squat and squeezing. Okay, and this time we'll just shake the shoulders up, right? So noticing what it feels like, and you're probably saying, Tanya, we're not balancing, but even if we turn the toes outward, notice how you're balancing. Think of all of the pads underneath the sole of the foot, okay? Now, we're going to lift the right heel, okay? So now we're balancing here, and we're going to alternate palms up. So 9 and 8 and 7. Try to keep that heel lifted. Halfway there. Really reaching, really squeezing on the way down. Okay. Perfect. We'll take it on the other side, right? 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6. I always find it a little challenging balancing on my left side, which is kind of funny, but we're bringing this equilibrium back, right? This recentering back. We're also strengthening the mind anytime we're practicing balancing poses. All right, so turning to the center of the mat, you can turn towards the back of the mat. That will add some different coordination there. And so we're going to inhale, bring the left knee into chest, and then we exhale, send it back as we're working with that warrior 3. And as you can see, let me tell you, your inner child will always come out when you're balancing. So send it in, and really utilizing that glute activation to help lift that sole up. And I was considering leaving this out, but I said no, this is real life. Even though an instructor, I'm a student first. And so even I have to look at myself and get recentered. So if you're wobbling or stumbling over, that's perfectly fine. You'll get stronger, right? So activate that back glute to help lift that sole, right? And one side may be wobbly than the other, and just keep going. And I think this is a true representation of what life is, right? Sometimes we stumble over and we're like, why is this happening? Then you can say, what can I learn? I know now that I can activate that back glute. All right. So sending it back. As you notice, I'm a little more steady on this side, right? Sending it back. 4, 6. Whew. And 5. Halfway there, more than halfway. And just take your time. Perfect. I hope you joined me and had a good laugh, right? And still worked out. All right, so coming down to the knees into our tabletop position, or 4 points kneeling if you're in Pilates. And we're going to extend that thread the needle here. So a yoga asana move with the weight. Okay. You reach for 7 and reach. Right. So now we're working the obliques, and we're still focusing on balance because, you know, tables still have to balance when they're working on 3 legs instead of 4. Perfect. And reach and lower down. Coming into a child's pose, just take a moment to breathe. Give yourself some grace. Opportunity to come back and recenter again. Beautiful. Slowly come to rise. Let's do it again on the other side. So reaching up and reaching across. Reaching up and reaching across. Inhale up. Exhale across. Inhale up. Exhale across. We're more than halfway. You got this. Notice what's working. And just observe your breath. And lower down. Send it back to child's pose. Extend the arms. And slowly come to rise. And so this time we'll continue with balance with bird dog. So extending the right palm in front of you, left sole back for 8. Join me when you're ready. 7 and 6. 5. Halfway there. Just coming into that hero's pose. Just take a moment. Just observing the breath, the exhales and the inhales. And just inviting some control, right, in those movements. So maybe you slow down your movement. And just know you don't have to move at such a quick pace. More than halfway there. Send it back. And gently coming back into our hero's pose. Breathing. Whew. All right. And so we'll start with fire hydrants here. Okay, so you're going to send the leg out and extend. Bring it in, send it out, and extend. And bring it in for 7. Out, extend. And if you're shaking, that's okay. You're getting stronger. I'm with you. We're in this together. Extend. For 2. Oh, excuse me, that was 1. Whew. How are we feeling? Alright, so we're gonna take it on the other side. Okay, we're going to lift the sole and extend for 10 and 9, 8. I don't know about you, but these combo moves can get really spicy. We're more than halfway there. Woo. And just notice the control, pressing the earth away, right? The groundedness and the shen. And as always, when we come down to knees, you can always grab a blanket for comfort. And send it back. Woo, we made it through. We made it through the hydrants. Oh my gosh. And just gently placing the palm on the heart, coming back to the breath. Just taking your time. Beautiful. So we slowly come down, all the way down, right? So gently taking the weights, right? And keep the soles lifted about 90 degrees. And we're just going to extend the weights overhead, okay? And we're going to, I take that back. We're going to extend the legs and the palms at the same time to bring it in for a crunch. Okay, so working the whole body here for 8 and 7. Extending the legs, extending the palms for 6. Really squeezing here. And 2 and 1. Beautiful. Bring it down. Bring the weights down. Just take a moment to breathe. Settle in, right? And gently reach for the weights, okay? And we're going to work on our press, right? So as you lift into bridge pose, so we're balancing. And we're pressing, doing a little lat press or squeeze here. And see if you can keep that tailbone lifted, really grounding into the soles, right? And lifting up, keeping the balance. As you focus on the palms. Okay, so we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to lift the right sole. Okay, and we're going to take the arms overhead and bring it in. Bring it back. So you're inhaling the palms overhead and exhale to squeeze. Keeping the palm lifted. Beautiful. Bring it down and bring the palms down. Just take a moment. Okay, so grounding into that left sole as we lift the right and bringing the palms overhead. So working the triceps, shoulders, chest, right? There's some core engagement here. Glutes is activated as we ground into the sole, lifting, right? You may feel the quad working, full total body movement. And see if you can lift higher and lower down. Just breathing. Honoring the breath. Beautiful. So lifting both legs, maybe extending that right. So we're going to take the weights overhead and cross over the left side body, right? So there's still some balancing here, right? We're unevening out the weight and adding movement. Really crossing over that left side. You're doing great. More than halfway there. It's actually the end on this side. Oh my gosh. The struggle is real for an instructor counting. 10 is the magic number. I don't know about you. I think we should get shirts made. Oh, that may be coming to the shop. Okay, so lifting the legs, extending the left, right? And crossing over that right side for 8 and 7, 6, and halfway there. Ooh, I had to take a break. This side was telling you, my right side. Oh. Beautiful. Bring it down. Lowering the weights. Maybe you hug the knees in. Feel free to sway side to side if that's something you need. Give yourself a spinal massage. You can stay where you are. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly, maybe take some circles here. Give yourself a glute massage, low back massage. And reverse the circles if you haven't already. And gently lower the soles down. Extend the soles out in front of you, and maybe the toes fall outward. Maybe reaching the palms up overhead, just taking a full body stretch. And bringing the palms down by your side for our final pose. And just allowing everything to melt away into the mat. To gently soften. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. You can bring the soles into the earth as you slowly roll onto your favorite side. So you come into this pose of rebirth and rest. And slowly pressing yourself up as you come to a comfortable seat. And resting the palms, tops of the thighs for a few collective breaths. Go ahead, inhale, sweep arms up. And exhale, hands heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Remember to live abundantly, love your authenticity, and radiate organic happiness. But most importantly, live a life of no more trauma. Namaste. Oh, it's so good to have you on the mat. Welcome back for all the people who are subscribed. And if you're new, welcome. I look forward to having you back on the mat with me. See you soon. Bye.